Hello everybody, Glass Half Dead here. Another day, another Kill Team Elites release news thing. Oh, it's the XENOS factions. Well, I wonder if they're just going to do Eldari today or just Nids maybe. Oh, no, they're doing everything. Make yourself some tea, buckle in, I'm going over the entire thing right now. I have not read anything yet. They're talking about it in my Discord right this second, and I complained about having to make a video and then left. So I am taking this completely fresh. These are my first impressions. Don't crucify me, or do. I don't care as long as you upvote and subscribe. Intro. Okay, we've got the Azarani up first. These are, of course, our Craft World Eldar. Azarani kill teams will be able to choose from a number of Craft World attributes, which are, of course, the chapter tactics, effectively. Adding a thematic new ability to your arsenal. If you're a fan of keeping your opponents at a distance, choosing the Alloy Talk attribute will give you a distinct advantage, especially when combined with the Chameleon Cloak ability of your rangers. So, if you take Alloy Talk Fieldcraft, now, just a quick note, this is cool because this is our very first look at a chapter tactic. That's not a sub-faction rule. This could tell us what things might be like going forwards. So, models in your kill team are considered to be obscured to enemy models that target them if they are more than 12 inches away from those models. Okay, let's have a think. So obviously in Arena this is useless. That's fine. We take that as writ. No issue. Outside of Arena, okay, so this is mainly going to have an effect when you are playing on... So you count as obscured when you're over 12. So I'm taking a standard bolt gun as what I'm levying this against. So if you're over 12, you're over half, so you're going to be at -1 for range. And this just lets you be in the open and still get the -2 because you're over half and you're obscured. It's a really nice passive. If you don't know what you want to take, I could see this being a default. Obviously, we don't know what the others are yet, but I could see this being a default just because it lets you kind of forget about your movement until it really matters. The only downside I'm going to say with this one is the Eldar are incredibly fast. Unless you are playing on a seriously underpopulated board, you probably don't need this. You will probably always be obscured. You've got at least a 7-inch move, plus you are always advancing. So it's a minimum of an 8-inch move. You don't really need this ability. Anyway, okay. And the Chameleon Cloak. When an enemy player makes a hit roll for a shooting attack that targets its model, blah, 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 blah. Cool. We already know that. That already exists on Rangers. The Eldari of Iandan, will benefit from a tenacious resolve that will ensure they stay in the fight in all but the most extreme circumstance. Iandan, stoic endurance. When you take a nerve test for a model in your kill team, roll a d3. Oh, that's cool. I like that. In fact, I changed my mind. That's the default. There you go. Unless you have a serious need to go fast, Sonic style, then I'd say Iandan's the winner on that. That's very nice. Okay, cool. If you're looking to add some real staying and hitting power to your kill team, you'll be able to add some Wraith Guard and Wraith Blades with a toughness of 6 and 3 wounds each. God damn. Okay. They certainly won't go down easily. That's what she said. Powerful new melee options will also be introduced in the form of 2 types of aspect warriors, Howling Banshees and Striking Scorpions. Their formidable combat prowess will serve as excellent counters to enemy specialists and commanders. The Azarani will also be able to lead their kill teams with 2 new commanders. First up is a Spirit Seer, who will not only add some psychic might to your kill team, but can bolster nearby Wraith Guard or Wraith Blades with a Spirit Mark or ability. Okay. I'm not going to read that out. Feel free. I'm trying to focus this on elites. I actually don't much care about commanders at the moment. I will be covering them when I cover the actual elites book, but because I've got like dinner cooking, so my bad. Let's power through. Okay, alloy talk. Mans don't know things. Alloy talk. Kill teams can instead field the legendary ranger Illic Nightspear. In addition to his utterly devastating rifle Voidbringer, Nightspear will also be able to swiftly relocate by advancing, then utilize his unique tactic to fire at full effectiveness. Interesting. So it says instead. I'm assuming that means instead of a commander? You know what? It's telling me, if I keep reading. I will read his Wayforger ability because that sounds cool. 2 CP, only usable by Illic Nightspear. Use this tactic at the start of the shooting phase if your kill team includes Illic Nightspear and that model is not shaken. That model becomes readied, and for the purposes when you're using it, start of the shooting phase. Okay, cool. And for the purposes of making shooting attacks in this phase, that model is considered to have remained stationary in the preceding move phase. The reason that's interesting is because he has Voidbringer, which is a heavy, and you cannot shoot heavies using the is it fleet of foot? I feel like that's an old rule from like fifth or something. But whatever the one is that lets them advance and still shoot, you can't use that with heavy weapons. This is letting you use it and ready him at the same time. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Illic Nightspear is automatically a level 3 specialist for the new Legendary Hunter specialism, which offers him a number of powerful new abilities. Level 3 Stealthy Hunter. Now I'm gonna guess this isn't the only level 3 ability that Legendary Hunters are going to have. Let's see. Stealthy Hunter. When an opponent makes a hit roll or injury roll for a shooting attack that targets this model and this model is obscured, that hit roll or injury roll suffers an additional -1 modifier. Okay, fine. So this is a passive. It's a passive. That's cool. Be very, very interested to see how much Illic costs. Because honestly, I will proviso everything I say here. This all depends on cost. If they cost 99 points, they're obviously not as valid, and some things I say may not be quite as true as if they cost 11 points, obviously. Drukhari. Now, Drukhari, I'm excited to see what they've got. They are interesting me with their grotesques, their racks, their incubi, and their mandrakes. Mandrake tings. As with their craft world cousins, the Drukhari can utilize a selection of obsessions from one of their cabals, witch cults, or homunculus covens. Though only models with matching keywords will gain the ability. Now, this is cool, so you know what? Yeah, no, screw it. I'm here for commentary. Screw it, I'll say it. I know it's going to tell me exactly what it means right below, but I'm going to say it. This means if you take, a very well-balanced squad of Drukhari involving witches, warriors, and Cabalite warriors, and incubi, or not incubi, sorry, racks, then that's great. But actually, the thing that you take here, your obsession, is only going to work on one of those unit types. Cabal of the Obsidian Rose, flawless workmanship. Models in your kill team do not suffer the penalty to hit rolls for their attacks and target enemy models at long range. Ooh, okay. Intriguing. Intriguing. First thought, where are we going? First thought would have to be obviously your Splinter Rifles, right? You're already, so that's good. That's good. I mean, you're already hitting on threes. They're probably going to be obscured, so you're hitting on fours, but this way you remove the penalty that takes you to fives. So you're going to be hitting on fours, wounding on fours because you've got poison. So you've got 50-50. So this is kind of giving you a 75% chance to get a damage roll through. That's on anything. That's pretty good. Actually, I like it. Let's see, however. I can't speak. Alternatively, if you're looking for an armor busting advantage, the Coven of 12 will give you the cutting edge you need. Coven of 12, Butchers of Flesh, aka what I call my ex. Improve the armor penetration characteristics for all melee weapons used by a model in your kill team by 1. For example, an AP characteristic of 0 becomes -1, an AP characteristic of -1 becomes -2. Okay, cool. I like it, obviously. However, the big issue with Drukhari generally is wounding, less so getting through the armor saves. Obviously, this is great, but I'd have honestly preferred a +1 to strength. Just from a... I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out where the Drukhari fail. It's on the wound rolls. That's where your witches are struggling. A minus AP is always good, and this is a passive buff to the whole team. But, you know. The introduction of the homunculus covens sees the arrival of both Racks and Grotesques to the Drukhari kill team rosters, each offering 5-up involts and a minimum of 3 attacks apiece. Yes! Oh, goddamn, it's good. They are reinforced by the armor-cleaving Incubi and Mandrakes. The shadowy allies of the Drukhari in particular have been highly anticipated additions to the game, have they? GW, do you listen to your customers? I don't think you do, you liars. In their shrouded from sight ability, will give them a huge advantage in kill team. Will it? I'm going to read it. You better be right, GW. Subtract 1 from the hit rolls for attacks that target this model. In addition, this model has a 5-up invuln. Yeah, that's good. That's nice. I like that. That's exactly what I would have wanted for a Mandrake. You're giving them a 5-up, plus they're going to get their 6-up from Power from Pain, plus they are always both at ranged and at close combat at a -1 to be hit. That's pretty cool. So when I was into Drukhari like 6 months ago now, and I made my little kill team, I did buy a box of Mandrakes. Never touched them. Oh, my food. And I'm back. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. So let's keep going. Harlequins. Harlequin kill teams will be able to specialize in a number of mask forms. If you want to make the most of your kill teams, frankly horrific, melee skills, Allegiance to the Frozen Stars will offer a handy extra attack in the first round of combat. Okay. Almost like making everyone a miniature zealot. Alright, cool. Let's read it just in case it is wrong. You can make one additional attack in the fight phase with a model in your kill team if it was charged, or made a pile-in move granted by the... Okay. Oh, hold on. Or made a pile-in move granted by the Heroic Intervention Commander tactic. Oh, okay. So, basically, you get the first attack if you are charged, get charged. Wait, I literally said the same thing twice. If you charge, if you get charged, or if you use a specific tactic that is not, you get an extra attack if you pile in. If you favour speed and manoeuvrability, skills for which the Harlequins have some renown, it's fair to say, try the Soaring Spite to make the most of your firepower while on the move. Models in your kill team treat all pistol weapons they are equipped with as assault. What? Okay, hold on. Let me read it before I get excited. Sorry. Let me read it. I apologize. Right. Treat all pistol weapons they are equipped with as Assault 1 weapons during a battle round in which they advanced. In addition, these models do not suffer the penalty to their hit rolls for shooting assault weapons during a battle round in which they advanced. Shit. God damn. Okay. Wow, that's big. That's huge. That is a genuine game changer for Harlequins. I think. Currently with Harlequins, they're really good, but they're good in close combat, and you have a great array of pistols to pick for them, but there's genuinely no point, because at the moment, if you're within pistol range but not in combat, you're probably going to die the next turn. This gives you, I don't know, no. You know what? I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna have to think on that one. I got too excited. It's not as good as I was thinking. It's okay. It's not a game changer. It's not a game changer. I was confusing rules in my head. Anyway, Necrons. I'm excited. If they can do Necrons right, I might go back to them. I've already got the kill team painted. If I could speak, that'd be great. The dynastic codes of the Necrons offer you a selection of powerful abilities to take advantage of. If you prefer to slay or flay your prey in combat, the Novok code will ensure a reliable number of hits on entering combat. You know what, guys? That's what I love to hear. A reliable number of hits. Oh, ooh, reliability. Ooh, it's great. That really makes me want to play games. Anyway, sorry. You can reroll failed hit rolls in the fight phase for attacks made by a model in your kill team if it was charged, or made a piling move granted by the heroic hit. Okay, okay, interesting. So you're rerolling failed hit rolls in the fight phase. You can instead mitigate the limited speed of your Necrons via the translocation beams of the Nephrek. Was that not Novok Nephrek? Okay. Dynasty offer you total freedom of movement when you advance. I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited. Is it going to be good, guys? Okay, let's find out. If a model in your kill team advances, you can reroll the d6 to determine the. They're calling that translocation beams. What? Fine, whatever. So it is quite useful. Actually, that's very good. It does make you very mobile. And obviously being able to go over other models' bases is useful. However, don't forget that all of your guys are rapid fire weapons. So if you are advancing, you can't shoot. Your Necron kill teams will soon be able to include the mighty Lich Guard and Triarch Praetorians with their ability to carry dispersion shields for a 4-up invuln save. So that's not as good as the Storm Shield, which is a 3-up invuln, so that's already a bit of a meh. Again, though, depends on the points cost. And they are not giving us any points costs, and they won't, because that's what Games Workshop does. They only ever give you points costs in codexes, etc. You have to pay for points costs. Lich Guard can take on even the most formidable adversaries, as long as it's not a normal Space Marine with a fucking Storm Shield, because then they're numerically better. Or simply split them asunder with murderous blows from their War Scythes. War Scythe, melee, strength +2, AP -4, damage 2. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that the Lich Guard's strength is 4. Sorry, is 4. So you're hitting strength 6, AP -4. That is tasty. Damage 2. That is a lot of damage. I immediately like that weapon. For those of you unaware, when it comes to the Lich Guard, you either take a Dispersion Shield, and I can't remember what the weapon is called there, or you take the War Scythe. They are options. You cannot take the shield and the War Scythe. Whereas Triarch Praetorians offer a powerful combination of deadly weaponry at close range and melee, and unrivaled maneuverability by virtue of their ability to fly. There's just no escaping dem hoes. Yeah, so if anybody didn't know, Triarch Praetorians can fly. Cool. Orcs. Let's do it. Come on. Clan cultures bring the influences of the great clans to your orcs' kill teams. As one would expect, allegiance to the most aggressive of the clans offers the potential for bonus attacks in combat. Goths, no mucking about. Or, if you will, Goths, no mucking about. Each time you make an unmodified hit roll of 6 for an attack with a melee weapon made by a model in your kill team, immediately make an additional hit roll against the same target using the same weapon. These additional hit rolls cannot explode. Cool. So it's a hit roll of a 6. You know what? As a passive thing, it's good. I would say that orcs are already pretty good at close combat, right? We can all accept that. They know what they're doing. You're paying your points for the close combat skills. If you are already in combat, you probably don't need extra things, you know? We will see. We will see. Meanwhile, the Bad Moon's culture will help your kill team to be shootier than all the others. Bad Moons, on to the teeth. Reroll hit rolls of 1 for attacks made by models in your kill team in the shooting phase. So actually, this is really good. This suddenly makes all of your guys snipers, which is very useful because a lot of the a lot of the shooting attacks made by orcs that are good also cause a mortal wound to the orc on the roll of a 1. And they can't be snipers, so you can't mitigate that. But then they're also only hitting on a 6. Basically, if you're going to do a backline orc army, which isn't as crazy as it may sound, but it is still pretty crazy, you have to take this. I would assume orcs will have access to 3 new datasheets in the form of the Knob, Mega Knob, and Flash Kit. Not only are these orcs more heavily armored than the greenskins, especially in the case of the 2-up save characteristics of the mega knobs. Cool, very cool. But you'll be able to field a wide selection of brutal weaponry such as power claws and combi weapons, and in the case of the flash kits, snaz guns. So 24-inch range, heavy 3, so you can't move and shoot. Strength 6, AP minus 2, damage 2. That is obviously a great stat line. Shout out to anybody that plays 40k. Is that the same as a snaz gun in 40k? I want to say it is, but you guys let me know. Heavy 3 is good, but let's assume you're hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. But then they're going to be over half range and they're going to be obscured, so you're hitting on 6s still. So you may as well not be paying the extra to get the +1 ballistic skill for the flash kits. I don't know. Flash kits are going to have to be priced really competitively for this to make any sense at all, honestly, guys. Anyway, Boss Snickrot also makes his debut in Kill Team as a unique commander. Oh, okay, cool. So there you go. They've confirmed these guys are commanders, not elites. Which called it in my last video, lads. Fucking yes, go for it. I'm like, oh, it's like big brain Andy. Oh, I mean, big brain glass half dead. Who's Andy? Oh, that's weird. As with the Ignite Spear, Snickrot is a level 3 legendary hunter specialist, but he can also give nearby commanders a handy boost with his bespoke aura tactic. I would also note that the fact that they have called out both of these named characters being specifically level 3 legendary hunters implies heavily that the legendary hunter will be able to be taken by other people and not automatically be a level 3. Cool. Red Skull Commandos. Orcs tactic. Boss Snickrot aura tactic. Use it at the start of the fight phase. As long as this model is not shaken, you can reroll hit rolls of 1 for friendly commanders within 6 inches of this model. Start of the fight phase. Reroll 1s in the fight phase. Okay. Commandos only. 1 CP. Tau Empire. Again, I'm a Xenos guy at heart. Tau, if they do the crisis suits right, I'm gonna be right back in there. I'm not some drone spam pussy. All right, I'm gonna be running. Or you and your I've got a sniper rifle. No way. I'm doing fire warriors and I'm doing stealth suits. Nothing else. Cause I'm a man. Hashtag toxic masculinity. Alright, kill teams hailing for the Tau Empire will be able to choose a set tenet to represent their favoured method of war. For example, the accuracy of Overwatch Fire for the Tau Sept is said to be nothing short of terrifying. Oh good, because that's exactly what Tau needed, a buff to their ranged. Great. When a model in your kill team uses their for the greater good ability, or when they fire Overwatch whilst within 6 inches of a friendly model, they successfully hit on a roll of 5 or a 6. Okay, let's have a think. Let's reread it. When a model in your kill team uses their for the greater good ability, or when they fire Overwatch. Yes, okay. So it is affecting everybody there. It's not just the person that is charged then activates for the greater good, and only they are hitting on a 5 or 6. It is everybody is hitting on a 5 or 6. God damn. That's good. I mean, it's cheese as hell, but it's good. For the greater good, by the way, if anybody out there is worried about this, it's fine. It's fine. You just charge in one guy. Not really much of an issue. Hordes can easily overcome for the greater good. If devastating close-range firepower, such as that offered by the pulse blasters of Fire Warrior Breaches, oh, okay. Come on, we can do this. Make breaches valid. I really want to run breaches. When I said earlier that it was going to be Fire Warriors and breaches, what I meant was breaches and stealth suits. That's all I'm going to run. Oh, well, and a crisis suit, obviously. Okay. Reroll hit and wound rolls of 1 for shooting attacks made by models in your kill team that target an enemy model that is within 6 inches of the firing model. Reroll hit and wound rolls of 1. Okay. Within 6. Okay. So, to be honest, my mind kind of instantly goes actually to, sadly, the drones and the stealth suits because they're so fast and they can really quite easily get to within that 6. And then I'd probably rather be re-rolling with them. Why does Games Workshop even call out the breaches? They're just fucking cock teasers. God damn it, Games Workshop. Fuck. Right. Kill Team Elite sees the very best of the Firecast unleashed in all their glory with the arrival of the XV8 Crisis Battlesuit. Not only does their ability to fly make even one such warrior a mobile threat, but the sheer diversity of ranged weaponry and support systems, such as the plasma rifle and target lock, makes each one an intimidating prospect to face. I'm sorry, are you Games Workshop? Are you referencing Crew Carnivores on the same level as Crisis Battlesuits? Do you even read your own lore, Games Workshop? Oh my god. Crew Carnivores also offer tower kill teams an efficient melee option to help keep the pressure off your more vulnerable ranged fighters. Efficient? Shit, more like. Okay, so the plasma rifle is 24 inches, rapid fire 1, strength 6, AP minus 3, damage 1. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care. Damage 1, so I'm not really that fussed about it. I'm the kind of guy that overcharges his plasmas. Boom, because that's how you do it. Target lock, this model does not suffer the penalty for moving and firing heavy weapons or for advancing and firing assault weapons. The model can also advance and fire rapid fire weapons, but you must subtract 1 from its hit rolls. So obviously target lock, you're going to be taking it if you're taking a plasma rifle, because the plasma rifle is rapid fire 1. So if you advance, you're screwed. If you really want to show the superiority of the greater good, you will be able to field a commander. Commanders. Lame. Oh, Darkstrider. We'll look at him. The legendary Pathfinder known as Darkstrider will also be able to lead your Tau Empire forces. He brings with him 2 unique aura tactics that enable you to play some suitably sneaky tricks on your opponent, such as with Structural Analyzer. I'm not going to read that because he's a commander. However, it doesn't specifically note, unlike it did for Snickrot and Illic, that he's a level 3 legendary hunter dude. You know why? Because Tau pussies. Tyranids. Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared because I no longer want to play Tyranids because I can't play a Zoanthrope. So I don't want them to be good. And I feel Tyranids are too good. Oh, somebody pointed out in my Discord that the Hive Guard can shoot out of line of sight in 40k. Ah, okay, let's see. Let's see, I'm scared. Hold your breath for me, lads. Tyranids. Hive fleets are renowned for the different ways they have adapted, and soon your kill teams will reap the reward! Exclamation mark. The hyper-aggression of Hive Fleet Behemoth offers a simple but incredibly effective ability for your kill team to stay on the front foot or claw. Claw! I have the claw. You can reroll charge rolls for your models. Fucking. Alright, fine. Cool. That's fine. That's a really good one. God damn it. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine. The only thing I would say about that is that if you're going to take that and you have Gene Stealers, give the Gene Stealers an extended carapace because you cannot reroll a dice twice. There you go. If you favour a more subtle approach, then High Fleet Jormungandr. Okay, give me a sec, guys. It's Nordic in origin, so the J becomes a Y. Jormungandr. Ooh, that sounded a bit northern, didn't it? Sorry. Will ensure your critters remain intact until the moment to strike is at hand. Or claw. Okay. You know, rule of 3, they use it again. I'm okay with it. It's cool. It's fine. Jormungandr tunnel networks. Models in your kill team, other than the models that can fly, are considered to be obscured to enemy models that target them. Okay. If the model advances or charges, however, lose the benefit until the end of the battle round. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So unlike with the Azurani there, you are always obscured. Even if you're, an inch 0.1 from the enemy, you are obscured. Very interesting. Very interesting. I guess the only negative here is, of course, that if you advance, you lose it. And chances are your little gribbly guys are going to be advancing because they need to get places. Oh, that's good, though. It does also mean they are going to make brilliant objective holders. I think that's what that one's really for. You're an objective holder. You go and you sit on there. You are always obscured, no matter how bad the terrain is. That's good. That's powerful as balls. God damn. God damn it, Games Workshop. Speaking of your critters, you will be able to include Tyrant Guard. Perfect options for protecting your commander of choice. Hive Guard, along with their devastating Impala cannons below. Oh, I'm going to read it. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. And Super Swift Raveners among their numbers if you prefer to be more hands or claws on with your enemies as quickly as possible. Okay, let's read the Impaled Cannon. In 40k, this is the one that can shoot without line of sight. Let's do it. 36-inch range. Can hit anywhere on the board. Heavy 2. Okay. Strength 8. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? AP minus 2. Alright. Damage D3. Great. Oh, shit. Alright. This model can be fired at models that are not visible to the bearer. If the target is not visible to the bearer, 6 is required for a successful hit roll. Irrespective of the firing models, but skill or any modifiers. Okay, cool. So, this might sound odd, but I actually don't think this is that bad. You're firing twice. You cannot move. Oh, wait, no, you can always move. You just can't advance if you want to shoot. But you need 6s. What do I think? What do I think? This all comes down to the pricing. If Games Workshop prices this too cheaply, this will be insane. You can have a backfield of Tyranids. You could have like 4 of these, guaranteeing basically a killer turn, right? And still have a small swarm to go and sit on objectives. This could mean... I don't want to be weird. I don't want to be weird about it, guys. I don't want to be weird. I am weird, but I don't want to be weird. This could easily mean, depending on the points cost, the death of elite armies. Yep. So if you can get enough of these into your list, so what are you're gonna need 3. You're gonna need 3 to kill 1 model a turn. That means you can wipe out a Grey Knight team at 5 models. There you go. Reliably. Okay? That's crazy. You're doubling them out, you're winning on 2s, they've only got a 5 up to save, and then damage D3. God damn. Anyway, if you like lictors, then you'll love the introducing the Death Leaper to your Games of Kill team. Will I? That's questionable, Games Workshop. Don't tell me what I love, Games Workshop. Having any problems dealing with enemy commanders? Don't worry, Death Leaper will see you right. And then very dead. Okay. It's after me. You can reroll hit and wound rolls in the fight phase of any Death Leaper's attacks to target enemy commanders. Lastly, we have Genestealer Cults. Okay, let's do this. I'm excited. What do they get? This might pull me back to them. Probably won't, actually. I tell a lie. I liked the conversions I did on them. I liked Lizard Men. But in the games I played of them, I sucked. My god, I was such a bad player. Cult Creeds will give your alien hybrids a handy boost in a number of different areas. The Twisted Helix, for example, is a great option for melee-focused kill teams. Oh, well, that's not any of the fucking GTL cults. Oh, them shooting ranged only, they are. Add 1 to the strength characteristics of models in your kill team. In addition, when a model in your kill team advances, add an additional 2-inch... Oh. Okay. That's really nice. This is taking the majority of your melee guys to wounding marines on 3s instead of 4s. That's big. In fact, that actually hugely affects Genestealer Cults. Suddenly, you're going to be looking possibly at number of attacks over your big hitters like your rock cutters and your drills. Drills, nobody takes that. Apart from the guy I played against. He did win against me, but let's ignore that. So that's really interesting. That, I believe, is something that you would build your Genestealer Cult list around. The Bladed of Cog Cult Creed. The Bladed of Cog Cult Creed offers a different pair of advantages, including an invuln save. My god. Fuck. Okay, models in your kill team have a 6-up invuln save. Of course they do. Cool. It's fine. Models in your kill team that already have an invuln save instead improve their invuln save by 1 to a max of 3 up. Cool. In addition, models in your kill team do not suffer penalty to hit. What? In addition, Models in your kill team do not suffer the penalty to their hit rolls for moving and shooting heavy weapons. You know what, guys? I hate to say it. Those are two really interesting cult abilities, creeds. They both, I would argue, completely change the type of units you want to be running in a list. Really interesting. And that kind of brings me to my final point. If you've stayed around for this long, my God, this has been a long time. I'm so sorry, everybody. If you've stayed around for this long, I guess my final thought is I really hope that we are going to be able to pick our creeds, our sub faction focuses on the fly. That will really interest me. I don't want to have to put a model into my roster and say this is part of this thing, or and then do it model by model, or just say this entire roster has this sub faction focus. I want sub faction ability. I want to put together a roster, and then take a list and say, you know what, I'm up against these guys. Today I'm the cyborgized hybrids. But actually against a Tyranid, I'm going to take experimental subjects. It will just be another beautiful little bit of decision making that on the fly would be really interesting for the game in general. Yes, yeah. Really cool. Really like it. Anyway, this has been so long. I'm so sorry. Like, subscribe. Glass Half Dead. Probably come to you again tomorrow when they probably do Chaos, I guess. Hope you've had a great day. Goodbye.